It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over at first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Let's go.
Here's the handoff. And a modest start to our game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I am more aggressive call on second.
Ready, set.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with their rookie from Michigan. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. And stop made by Donovan Ezeraku.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
To the line, here's third and 3. Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Dixie Maverick.
First down, play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On first down, they'll run. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4. Load back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. Catch made over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Second and 3 now.
Ready.
They send a tight end in motion. Handoff on second and short. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Fielded at the 14. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Set.
Throwing off the play fake. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. Room up the sideline, now at the 40. And he gets it forward to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Looking in the air here. Into traffic, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Set. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. Ready. Blue, 30, ready.
Back to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
The 13-yard line.
Ready, red, set, go.
Up the middle, Blue. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Takes the 2nd down snap. And screen here to Blue. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys find an answer with their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop them.
Joseph now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. They'll run here on 1st down. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back-to-back carries here. Down the sideline of the 45. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. From the red zone now. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Daniels now bringing his guys to the line, getting everyone set for this 2-point attempt.
Come on.
Here's the backup. 1st throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts from the 16. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Ready, set.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Cut.
On the give, it's Blue. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Set.
He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Here we go. 10 seconds.
Working now from the gun. Into a crowd. Intercepted. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
No luck finding his receiver that time, so it'll be second down.
And this is... Scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10. Dropping back to throw. That's incomplete left side.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, here we go. Press all 80. Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check up.
Here he goes, third and long. Completed to his running back. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
Let's go now.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Now here he goes on the boot. Buying some time right. Finds a man right side. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Now give left side. So call this a modest game here, Buck. About 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Second down now, 7 to go.
Come on, come on. Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Field goal would have been 49 yards, Brock, but they want to go for this instead.
Here we go, start. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Get up, ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Another carry for him. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers push the lead up to 12. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Absolutely fires this one right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second and 10, still at the 28.
Set. 10 plus.
They'll throw it. He's going to try another deep one here. Big gain downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get an even 40 out of that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And he spikes it just before we hit 0, so they've got a chance now to add 3 here before we break on a long field goal attempt.
On the double.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Set, ready. 60 red. Hut.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Up and good from Joseph. And the lead is back down to 9. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like...
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Let's go now. Set, cut.
He gets the hand off. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 36-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Here we go. Black 40. Set.
Rolling from the gun here. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
Got it.
Packers going with a dime set to get this third down stop.
Down. Set.
Third and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. So first down from the 41.
Ready, ready, ready.
They'll start the drive with blue. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Red, 38. Ready.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Pass is caught by Blue. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a 29-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Keep those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Black, 95. Hut.
Pass play now. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. So a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Set, hut.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Yellow, 43, ready.
Here's a throw. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing with blue here. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Set, ready. 45, hut.
They'll work against the blitz. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Let's
The
go.
Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch in the end zone. And that 2-point try trims the deficit to 1.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's the handoff. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First and 10 from the 43. Plowing up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 43-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Cut 19. Let's go. Go.
Throwing from the gun. Hits his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. Give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Ready. Cooking.
To the air on 3rd and long. Headed out right. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close.
Okay, ready?
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
Man in motion here. Fourth down. They're going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go. Ready?
They're going play action. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now blue. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Blue running to the right. And they make the play at the 23. A gain of only a little. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Red 38. Ready?
Throwing it on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. Route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back now, pressure coming. And the 2-point pass ball's incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Hold it ready.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Right up the gut. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Pass play coming here. Tight end reels in the shallow throw, and he'll get it up to the 44. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
5-yard gain. Brings up second down.
The give here on second. Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it third down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Ready? Cut 19. Cut 19. 19 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys take over at the 41-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first down.
All right, defense did its job. Forced the offense into a third and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Black.
Back to throw. Got for big yards on the right side. And a great play was brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
On first down, it's Blue. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Finds his man over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40. Ready?
Up the middle, Blue. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys with a 5-point lead.
On the double.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with first and goal.
Set. Ready. Hut.
On this with Blue. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Ready. 10 Black. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. And screen here to Blue. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Down.
Setting up to pass. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push the lead up to 12. Joseph now to kick it away following the touchdown. He fields it from the 8. Things going well so far. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. You can put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Here we go, set. Cut.
The 3rd down run with Blue. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Right. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Ready. Set.
They design this off left tackle. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away.
4 and taken. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Get up. 19 Charger.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Trying to push deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you're going to do more interceptions.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
19 tight.
They'll throw here on 1st. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there as this game is over. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure